Good morning, Huntington Beach. It's New Year's Eve, and boy, do we have something in store for you. We are wrapping up the past 2 decades to start off the new year right, with your hosts, Tamara Hartman and Lucy Galasso.
Hello, guys. These past 2 years, we've been through some highs and lows, and we are broadcasting live to highlight on what's been going on. We will be discussing times of the worst and of the best, beginning with the Roaring 20s, and we have Lucy here live to start us off.
Hey guys, I'm here to explain about our economic boom, which occurred during the beginning of the 1920s. Much of the money that began to flow into our economy started with the advancement of new technologies. Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Automobiles, is a man that deserves great acknowledgement. Wouldn't you think so, Tamara?
Yeah, definitely. The automobile is something I believe many people have adapted to. It also helped out a lot with opening new jobs and giving smaller industries a chance for success. Rubber, plate glass, nickel, and lead all contributed to the making of the automobile, and the demand for more cars came the demand of these smaller products as well.
The use of petroleum in automobiles brought large expansion in this industry as well.
Along with the automobile, I really feel like the airplane has helped people in America. Wouldn't you agree?
I completely agree. It's such a huge step towards faster and easier transportation, especially across the seas.
And it gives people a way more efficient way to come and visit family members who live in America.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle recently immigrated from France for the holidays, and she's actually here right now in the studio to tell us about her experience. Hi, Aunt Lena. Now tell us about it.
Thank you for having me. My flight over to America was just wonderful. I absolutely love being able to see the blue ocean beneath me as I flew miles above it. Landing was the most interesting part. It made my stomach feel funny. But as soon as I got off the plane, the first thing I wanted to do was visit the local theater, as I heard many stories about the great entertainment in America, and there was one located right near the airport.
Yeah, that's actually our next topic because it's crazy to see how entertainment has changed throughout these past years. We have so many options now, like going to listen to jazz or seeing a sports game or even the radio.
I can't even remember what it was like without the radio. We use them every single day, and it's crazy to think how they weren't even around about 15 years ago. Life would be so much different without them.
That's for sure. But I still think by far one of my favorite forms of entertainment is jazz. It's become so popular amongst society.
I absolutely love going to see the shows with the live jazz band. They always seem to grab my full attention. And the theater they most take place in, wow, isn't it just beautiful? Lena, how did you enjoy your first theater show in America?
I really enjoyed it. The flappers caught my attention the most. I enjoyed the unique look I'd never seen before.
I love the new look people have altered.
Don't we all? Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly after this commercial break.
Nothing to do on a Saturday night at home? Stuck with family? Try Monopoly. It's fun for all ages. Roll the dice, read the cards, and collect the money. Found at your local grocery market for only $4.
Welcome back. We are just wrapping up the entertainment era of the 20s. Their great success during the entertainment brought many people to begin investing their money into stocks.
Do you remember at the end of the 20s the rising stock market?
Yes, the bull market.
It was said by 1929 that 10% of Americans had invested their money into stocks. There were many speculators who invested their money in future companies, taking risks for the hope of overnight fortunes.
Others used margin, which were small cash down payments, because it was believed to be the safe way.
But little did they know that the bull market would only last as long as investors continued to keep putting money into it.
Do you also remember how the scare of losing your money through investment, like the margin calls? Investors started to demand money back before stocks would fall. This scared many Americans, and they soon began to pull their money out of the banks due to the lack of confidence they had in them.
Yeah, that weakened the bank systems, causing most to foreclose.
I believe as a result, they raised the tariff rate in the 30s.
Yeah, the Holly Smoot tariff.
Oh, the one that aimed to protect American manufacturers from foreign competition.
But as a result, it also damaged American sales abroad. Since import products cost more, Americans bought fewer of them. As a result, foreign countries raised their own tariff against American products, making fewer American products to be sold overseas.
So basically, the tariff worsened our economic state.
As well as loss in American manufacturing jobs. Hold on tight, because we got much more coming after this commercial break.
This is Ford here, Henry Ford of Ford Automobiles, and in this day and age we have made cars more affordable for all. Now that we have paved roads and the demand for faster, more efficient transportation, Ford is now offering New Year's deal, starting tomorrow as low as $250. So head down to your local dealership and get yourself in the car you've been dreaming of.
And we're back with more of the 30s. On a more positive note, after the election of 1932, between Herbert Hoover and Franklin Roosevelt, we gained a new president.
Yes, Franklin Roosevelt, who is now serving his second term in office.
FDR has a very impressive first 100 days in office.
Yeah, don't you remember all that he accomplished? Like the bank holiday, where he sent federal regulators to shut down every bank, and they were only allowed to open back up if they were safe after inspection. This helped restore confidence back in our banks.
And that was only on the first day. He also later set up several organizations, like SEC, which regulated and controlled the stock markets.
Along with SEC, there was the FDIC.
Wasn't that insurance on your bank account? Like the bank holiday, this also was a huge step in providing confidence back in our banks.
But that didn't fix everything.
Well, what came next?
Something that hit us somewhat personally.
Ah, yes, the Dust Bowl exodus, that terrible drought in the Midwest.
Yeah, it picked up loose dust and blew it aloft, blackening the skies.
Yes, and when it settled, it buried farmers' crops and livestock, forcing them to lose their farms.
Those farmers became nearly penniless, giving them no choice but to pack their belongings and move to the west.
As a result, 300,000 farmers fled to California in search for a better life, in belief that California had great farming conditions and more opportunity for work.
They started to set up camps along various farms, and their living conditions were horrible.
I heard many had no clean water or housing. This caused many people to develop diseases.
Yeah, I had family members who were affected by this. It was devastating.
I could imagine. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope everyone has a fantastic New Year with hopes of much success. Tune in tomorrow for our New Year's Day broadcast.